The Women's Center held a panel to discuss about the current state of female superheroes in both comic books and on film. I talked to Eliza Farrow about why having this event was so important.
It's super important because there's not as much representation, and the representation we do have of female superheroes tends to be really stereotyped, really sexualized. They're not seen as leaders, and it's really important that we show them in those roles because it really impacts how people see themselves. So if they don't see somebody like them, they don't think that they're capable of doing those things. And I mean, obviously not the superhuman aspect things, but I mean, there are everyday superheroes. There are things we do every day that impact people. And if you're told that, that you're not part of that, then you're not going to think to do it.
The event occurred on Tuesday, March 28th at Sage Hall. In addition to the Women's Center, the Women's Advocacy Council, the LGBTQ Resource Center, and the African American Studies Program also hosted the panel. When asked if people in the comic book industry would come to events like this, independent filmmaker and House of Heroes comics and games employee John Pata had this to say.
There are events like these that do take place in the comic book industry, especially at comic book conventions. You do have a lot of creator teams that will host panels talking about female superheroes or the LGBT community in comic books. So I hope that that continues to happen, but I also hope that some of the people in the industry that maybe aren't paying attention start to listen to the conversations that are happening.
After the panel was over, the panelists held a Q&A session where people in the audience would ask questions about topics not discussed during the event. They also held a raffle where 4 audience members would claim one comic book the panelists displayed before the event. This is Dylan Furman for Titan TV News.